Oh, what's up, Tiffany? You made it early this time.
Hey. Hey.
Jesse, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi, look it right there. Say hello.
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 Okay.
You see yourself?
Somehow, when my wife is home and I'm not, Mrs. Congeniality ends up on the TV every single time. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So we got to get over here.
True.
You're telling me Miss Congeniality wasn't just on TV?
It was, but you made a whole other broad statement about it that wasn't true.
Okay. Hi, guys. So, Nomad, what's up, Matt? What is going on?
Don't they? Oh, there we are.
Yeah, they'll show up.
Yeah.
We have you guys on the TV so we can actually read the comments. Because on my phone, they disappear really quickly. So.
No pressure. No pressure.
Well, hello, all you beautiful, wonderful people.
At Wally World Game.
We are in Iowa, on our way to Kansas. We got the little pizzas again. So I'm giving you guys my best.
Trucking with Schmidt.
My best Trucking with Schmidt impression there. So, and I got a dog. Amelia, come on.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Look at it. This isn't quite like Opie. This is Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart.
Wild beard.
Wild Beard is in the house. Hey, Mom, I'm on TV.
You saw your shit.
I like it. Yeah, no bad. I made a little trial run with my friend. He runs like a vinyl print company, so I made some for the family, and I got a few extras too. So I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with them yet, because it's just a real trial run. I got some hats and my nephews have been asking for gear since I started my company like 4 years ago, and I was like, yeah. Next time I make some, I'll get you guys some. And I'm like the worst uncle in the world, and didn't make another batch of hoodies or anything for 4 years. So I owe them a couple hoodies, and it'll make up for all the birthdays and Christmases I haven't gotten them anything either. So let's see. Angela, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I knew you were. I was just trying to fulfill all of your desires. You can hang out with us and get a little Trucking with Schmidt in. You know what I mean?
I need a signed copy.
Yeah, Wildbeard said, you're going to give one to me. I need a signed copy. I'll sign it. I'll impersonate you while I sign it. And I'll sign it Wildbeard. So I don't have a picture with me, but I used to have a beard. And it was really long and scraggly.
Oh
and,
my gosh.
I might have a picture.
So I live vicariously through you, Wildbeard, because I had a wild beard at one point. And then when I started doing the hazmat stuff, I had to shave it off. So
there were people when we moved here that met him like that. They didn't know him like this. And then when he shaved his beard, they were like, oh my gosh, you look like a different person.
Yeah. Yeah, I always worked in like sales or customer service or stuff like that. So, yeah, Wildbeard. I think you're right. I always worked in a lot of customer service and sales positions, so I always had to be clean shaven. And then when I became a truck driver, I said, I'm gonna grow out the beard. It just has to happen. Has to happen. So I grew out my beard and my hair at the same time, and yeah, Wildbeard said grave before shave, baby.
I heard
I
that.
hope you don't mind, but we just got our first pay. First trip.
I'm going to do a show. The money video, kind of like you.
Oh yeah, no.
That's awesome.
I don't. Sorry, Amzel Adam. I try to repeat the questions sometimes because some people, when they do the rewatch, the live chat doesn't show up, and I don't know why. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. But Amzel Adam said that I hope you don't mind, but we just got our first pay stub for our first trip as owner operators, so I'm going to do a show you the money video, kind of like you do, and I think my wife's trying to look up a picture for those of you who want to see the beard.
It is.
Wildbeard says I miss it, and I've never even seen your beard.
He's a fellow beardsman, so I get it.
But Adam, yeah, I don't have the market cornered on that. In fact, I think Cash is King does a super cool weekly recap that he like, because he's over the road, so he like tracks his miles and all of his stuff. When I'm a local driver, I don't really track the miles. I do these contracted loads that aren't my contracts. I kind of get a little, yeah, I'm a little bit like I hesitate to show everyone everything. So while she looks for that, we're gonna start. I'm gonna start counting down the names.
It was a long time ago.
So I had six names, kind of. We narrowed it down to, and so I'm gonna list them off to you guys.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna list them off to you guys, and Maggie's gonna show you number 6. Hold on, Wildberry said, "Are you moving to KC?" Because if you did, we burn that city down, bro. I won't be moving there.
Hey, Miles.
But I will burn that city down with you. we got this. That was not even a good one. You gotta find the ones where Gus was just born.
No, you need to find the one.
That is where Gus was just
No,
born.
that one. At the wedding.
No,
At
those are the
wedding.
most terrible pictures of me in the world.
Exactly.
All right, number 6, Maggie. All right, so this was my 6th choice for.
All right.
So
the 6th choice was Midnight Rider. Oh, it's backwards.
Yeah, they can't see it. Don't bother showing it to them.
So,
So,
to me, curling my beard out now.
So Midnight Rider, yeah, that one was. I had a suggestion for Midnight, and then I had a suggestion for Night Rider. That was actually from Nevada Trucking and Trails, cool channel I like to watch, and so I combined those two because I didn't really like either one on its own, but I like the Allman Brothers song, The Midnight Rider. So the Midnight Rider. Anyway,
The beard was not gray.
that was a terrible version. Yeah, it was actually so. My beard wasn't all the way gray. I had some.
It wasn't a beard.
Whatchamacallit.
It was horrible. Trying to see if you had something on your. Can you go help
Just
her?
let the dog out.
Hold up.
So she has to like tell everybody that she's in the backyard.
Yeah.
So I do have a picture, but do you think you have better pictures like on your whatever? But this is the picture.
No,
that
don't show him that one.
I'm not.
Don't show him that one.
This?
No, that one's garbage.
Why is that garbage?
'Cause I have to approve these pictures.
Good.
Go to my thing.
I just did, and there's nothing there. See?
There's nothing there.
Watch. Okay.
I don't know.
Yes. Look at your account.
Okay, well, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Just all there is to it.
See?
So the
That's the only one we have.
oh yeah, I guess
yeah, you're not on the gram, babe.
yeah.
They're probably on your phone.
I know. I do have some on my phone, and I'm not very good at the Instagram thing. I post like 4 days in a row, and then I don't post for like a year. So
That's a true story.
all right, we need to stop looking at your phone because no one came here to watch us look at your phone.
Sorry.
I thought it would be quick.
It wasn't quick.
Wow.
It wasn't.
Okay.
Hello.
Here, let's get Maggie all the way in the.
I know, because I keep on getting just half.
Get in the
this.
middle, baby.
Not
you, the dog. You stay.
Over here. Amelia, you lay down over here. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
You-
Amelia.
There's like a hole there now.
Angelo Adams said his son is trying to talk him into growing out his beard. And
Hey, Tricker John.
Trucker John.
Trucker John, you back in California, or are you still out on the road? I saw. Man, it's hard for me to keep track of all the videos I watch. It really is. I'm like, man, where did he say he was? I saw the one that went out to New York, but I think that was last week. So, Pennsylvania Turnpike? I don't know, something like that. Okay, let's get to truck name number 5. So this was my number 5 auction.
All right. So
Option.
number 5 was. Yeah, they can.
No, don't show them.
Colt.
It's
14,
backwards.
5.
It's
Not
in-
on there.
Are you serious? It is. Look it. Oh no, it's not.
It isn't exactly, Dad. I know what I'm doing.
They
Wow.
flip us. That's pretty cool. Okay,
So it's
so that was Colt 45. Now, obviously, Colt 45 is a gun, and it's also a malt liquor. But my truck number at the place I lease on with for one more week is truck 45, but all the owner put a 4 in front of it, so it's actually 445. And
Good
and
catch.
so Hey, you don't need to go bark at the neighbors every time Gus opens the back door. I'm sorry, you don't. So 45. So I was gonna go roll with like the 45 thing and do Colt 45, but yeah, that was only option number 5. So go to option 4. This was 4th ranked, and now we start getting into all of the Spanish names, and it became a theme where we kept getting suggestions for names for the truck, and they were all in Spanish, and so we kind of I don't know, we pretty I don't know, probably last week I was like, okay, it has to be one of those names. It's just the way it is. They all sound cooler than anything else I can come up with. Cooler than Colt 45, cooler than Midnight Rider. So we started, cooler than the Black Pearl. So we started looking at all of the different Spanish names and Mexican heritage names, and so this was one of them.
All right. Sorry if I'm butchering this one. Tecolote.
Tecolote. Which was suggested by someone on the live a couple weeks ago, and I believe he said it meant night owl. Which is kind of cool because I work nights primarily right now, and the truck's black, so kind of that night owl sound. So I like that one, Tecolote. That one was a serious finalist, a very serious finalist. All 4 of these next ones were very like serious considerations. Go ahead and do number 3.
All right, so number 3, El Bandito.
El Bandido. So that was a suggestion again from our live 2 weeks ago, and I like that one, Bandito, El Bandito, and I don't remember who suggested that one. Did that come off your list you had, where you pulled up like names for a black truck, and it was like Black Beauty and all of these things?
No, I think that was. I think someone
had
suggested
that.
Someone suggested El Bandito, and I was like looking down, like, where is it? I need it to refresh my memory. But we decided not to go with that one. So then the second option, the runner-up for the name. There's a video coming out about that, Mr. Rich. He asked me if I found a trailer yet. The short answer is I think so. But I'm working on the trailer. I'm working on it still. But I think I got one. I think.
Número 2.
Okay.
All right.
So truck name number 2.
Number 2 is El Cucuy.
El Cucuy. So one of my subscribers pretty early on, when I mentioned wanting to kind of name the new truck, he mentioned El Cucuy. And El Cucuy is like the basically Latin American boogeyman. I found out that it's
It says the Mexican.
well, so I thought it was primarily Mexican, but it's actually all of South America. They all have some version of this like kind of boogeyman story, folklore, where if kids don't listen to their parents, then the El Cucuy comes and teaches them a lesson. So so it's a little morbid. And so I was gonna choose that one. I was gonna choose it, but then one of my subscribers, Eddie Martinez, I think it was Eddie Martinez. I have Eddie Rodriguez and Eddie Martinez. And then there's
Eddie.
Yeah,
and then there's another. Anyway, so I believe it was Martinez. I believe, and he said, like, man, it should be something positive, and that just to me, it was like, man, like my channel is not dark and mysterious and negative. I'm kind of all about the light. It's like when you read the book of John, not Trucker John, but the book of John in the Bible. The darkness compares to the light. Oh, my license picture.
Yes. Show it.
So anyway, so I'm not all about the darkness. So El Cucuy just didn't fit like anything else besides I thought it was kind of cool and it's fun to say, and I thought it would kind of be like a weird little thing for the truck. So
Did you want me to show that one?
You can go ahead. Before we get to the name of the truck, she's going to show the beard picture. I don't know if Wildbeard's still in here, but we're about to get the beard picture. And this is...
I apologize ahead of time. Okay, here we go. I mean, I was married to that. That was who I was married to, y'all. There he was. He looks terrifying. People were scared of him, which if you guys know him at all, he's like a sweet guy. But that looks like a mugshot. That's who he was.
Is he a sweet guy though?
I think it looks awesome.
I'm sure. See, Tiffany's laughing. See? It's so scary.
Would any of you want to be married to them?
And you have to understand that when I met Nick, he was like a baby face, no face, couldn't grow facial hair. Baby face, like hair always done.
I was also 16
Nice.
when you met me.
Big
Yeah, but
black
even
hair.
in college and all that kind
Okay, I
of
was
stuff.
17 because I went to college. So I was still a baby.
I know how long I've known you.
25 years.
Look at-
I've known you for a long. See?
a little spooky, but I mean that in the nicest way. I kind of look like El Cucuy, you know, the Mexican boogeyman.
People that would meet him and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, what's up, dude?" And kind of be like, "What?" And then they get to know him and they're like, "Dude, when I first met you, I was like, dude, who is this guy? Who is he?"
My friend Josh tried to get me to fight someone because he just thought I was this big old tough biker dude. And the first thing he ever
Little
did
does he
was
know.
the first time we ever met, he tried to get me to fight some random some other truck driver at our company that we were working for.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Nick's the lover,
All
not a
right.
fight.
you ready? All right, there's some more people that jumped in
You need help?
to the live, and so we are revealing the. Go ahead and read all the other ones.
All right.
Again. So these are all the runners-ups.
So number 6 was Midnight Rider.
Midnight Rider.
Number 5, Colt 45.
The gun, not the malt liquor. How about that?
What's the mark?
That's like beer.
Oh. Number 4. I'm gonna butcher this again. Tecolote.
You didn't butcher it. You did good. Tecolote, which means night owl.
And then number 3, El Bandito.
Which means the bandito.
Oh my gosh. All right. Number 2, El Cucuy.
El Cucuy.
And then number 1,
All right, number 1. Here's the name of the truck. You guys ready?
this one. I can't say it.
El Hueso.
Hueso.
Hey, that's what Chris
El
said.
Hueso.
That's what Chris said.
Yep.
Hueso.
El Hueso.
Hueso.
Okay, so the meaning behind El Hueso. All right, it means the bone in Spanish.
Why? Why he chose this? I have no idea.
Well, he's gonna tell you right now.
I'm
Listen
going to
up.
explain. Okay, so the bone, number 1, I think it sounds cool, El Hueso. I think that it sounds kind of neat. I wanted it to mean something. I wanted it to mean something to me and to have, you know, something. Chris, yeah, my brother says, sorry, I didn't mean to spill the beans. I just jumped on and typed that way. I didn't know what you were doing. Yeah, nope.
We're looking out, bro. We're looking out.
But here, I got to show you guys my first ever tattoo.
Woo! There he is.
Wow.
Work of art.
I know I should flex when I do this so that it looks like cooler. So Ezekiel 37 is one of my favorite passages in Scripture, and it's about the valley of dry bones and about this prophecy where Ezekiel goes in and he prophesies over the dead bones, and God asks Ezekiel, "Can these dry bones live?" And he says, "Oh God, you know." And then so he said, "Prophesy to the bones that they would stand up." And so he prophesied, and all the bones in this valley rose up, and they were formed with skin and muscles and tendons and ligaments, and then the breath of God flowed,
There it is.
blew through, and they were brought to life. The dead bones lived. And so to me, it kind of allows me to still keep my, like, you know, skull and crossbones, Jolly Rogers style, while still having like a powerful meaning behind it, a positive meaning behind it, a meaning of resurrection and of new life and of rebirth. And so that's the reason why we went with El Hueso, because it means the bone. It means the bone, and that's it. Trucker John, I love it. Positive vibes. Yeah, bro. That's what we had to do. So and maybe you could just say, if you're not religious and you want to take it this way, at some point, I've had a pretty tough run in trucking. At some point, God had to throw me a bone. So it's the bone that got through me. There we go.
It applies for everyone.
Hey. So yeah, El Hueso. I don't know if you guys like that. What do you guys think? What are you guys thinking? El Hueso.
I just learned it right before we started, so I like it.
Same.
Yeah, I didn't know that was. Who suggested it, or did you?
I came up with that one all by myself.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Brian. Driven Trucking came in and said, dude, that large car is sweet. Yeah, the payment's going to be sweet too. The payment's going to be sweet.
It's going to be large.
Yeah, definitely a large payment for that large car.
I called my really big truck Goliath, and when you see it, you'll understand why.
And if you guys are going to read them, you guys should just read them out loud so people can hear them.
Oh,
sorry, I just murmur.
Yeah, you murmur. Okay, sorry.
So you called your really big truck Goliath, and then now you're trying to come up with something else for your Kenworth.
And the Kenworth is yellow, but are you going to paint it? Chris said, El Hueso, that might stick. Tiffany said, I like it.
What's up, Sammy?
Yeah, Sammy Makes Sense is in here. Brian's in here. Driven Trucking. You guys are going to have to, jump in like a breakout room to have your little bromance with each other.
Jessica, just kind of what I missed.
Oh no,
Eddie Martinez, you're the inspiration for the name of the truck, man. Because we almost went with El Cucuy, but then when you said, man, you got to keep it positive, I said, you know what? You're right. Totally right. And so I decided to do El Hueso, which means the bone, and it's a reference to Ezekiel 37, the Valley of Dry Bones, which I think you will know the story of. So
yes, we intend on painting it. Right now my wife is calling it Daisy because it's yellow, and I'm really hoping that doesn't stick. Man, no clue how to highlight names. Dad, how do you highlight names?
Dude, I don't even know. The first time I ever saw anyone tag anyone, it was Brian, Driven Trucking, when he shared out my first impersonation video, and he tagged a bunch of people, and I was like, oh, I can do that. So then I tried to do it, and I didn't have the capability because I didn't have 1,000 subscribers. So
Alejandro Grande did not make the cut.
Jeremy, no, it didn't. In fact, there was a suggestion, a joking suggestion by someone that I told the name to a couple people just to test it out. And someone else, you can imagine when you call it El Hueso, the bone, how they added to that. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say.
When I hear El Hueso, I think of queso.
Ooh, queso. Everybody loves queso. All right, so Amsel Adam, he answered my thing about painting their yellow Kenworth. He said, yes, we intend on painting it. Right now, my wife is calling it Daisy because it's yellow, and I'm really hoping that doesn't stick. That is funny. Eddie Martinez, praise God, man. Yeah, I agree. Let's see.
It's also on that.
I know. I got, once you miss something on there and it's gone, then you have to scroll on the phone. So that's what.
Is that Brian or Brian? No idea.
I don't know.
watch out, baby.
I think we need Driven to answer that question for us with the wire and I. But
yeah, Mom's big chug of water over here.
yeah. It's a very small, compact water bottle.
Just bigger than my head.
Side reference.
Hey, so my wife became a health coach this last week, so I'm really proud of her. She's gonna start making money for the family, which is awesome. We haven't done very. We've never intended for her to work. We intended for her to raise our children, and we homeschooled a lot, and so now she she went on this diet, lost a bunch of weight, and people just keep asking her about it. And so her like health coach said, "Hey, you should become a health coach." And so after kind of hemming and hawing about it, we decided to do it, and so I'm excited. I'm excited she's gonna start pulling her weight. No.
Dad, look, it says I just
we have to break for a slight side conversation for me and Mr. Velox.
I just hopped in here. Did you decide on the truck name?
Yes, blind sight. Maggie will.
I can't say it because I don't speak Spanish at all.
El Hueso.
It's called.
El Queso.
It's not
called the cheese.
It's not El Queso. It's El Hueso, and it means the bone, and it's based on Ezekiel 37, which I think you will know that reference, Mr. Blindside.
Nice choice, somebody, big guy. Watching your videos made me pull the trigger. Just gave the okay to St. George's out of LA to file for my LLC and permits.
Awesome.
Looking for a 389 EXT Good Day Cab.
Sorry, I'm gonna need to reread that again.
Yeah.
Hey Brian, while you're here, get my number from Sammy and give me a call because I've been wanting to talk to you. I've been wanting. I got an idea to run by you, so I want to hear that. I want to talk to you. Let's see. Diesel Al, nice choice on the name, big guy. Watching your videos made me pull the trigger. Just gave the okay to St. George's out of LA to file for my LLC and permits. Looking for a 389 extended hood day cab. I think those are kind of hard to find. I think day cabs they're hard to find with the extended hood. You can get the 388s I've seen or the shorter nose, but the extended hoods are harder to find just based on my very cursory observations, not really digging into it too much. What's up?
Oh, driven trucking. He's the guy that has driven trucking on the front of his truck.
Yes.
And he does the cool Android. I always say Android. It's not an Android.
Drone footage.
Drone footage. Right? That's it?
Yes.
Okay. I always try to figure out or connect what videos I'm seeing with your guys' names when you come on. So that's what I was trying to do. Okay.
Driven Trucking has he had two channels and he just combined them into one.
Right, I remember you telling me that.
But when he had his longer form videos and like tons of editing in them, that's when I was like, all right, I want to be like him. I want to be like him when I grow up. Not yet, but when I grow up.
All right. 4-year-old calls. I'll be back.
Oh, so Lucy wanted us to tell you guys that she isn't here because she's at her friend's house.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's sad she's missing it. I'll just tell you that. We told her she can hop on and join us on the live and she can chat, but she said, "Oh no, me and my friend do crazy things when we're at her house, so we're not going to be doing that." I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Richie Clemens, yes, you missed the naming.
Where is it?
Yeah, it's we don't need to do it anymore. We're
Okay.
good. It's El Hueso, which means the bone in Spanish, which is a reference to
Can I rip it?
Bible verse in Ezekiel 37, the Valley of Dry Bones. So that's the very short version of this. Very short explanation of it, but it's okay. Yeah, I should have dragged out the intro longer. I was just afraid I was going to start losing everybody. They were going to be like, all right, he's not going to name the truck. Let's get out of here. So
By the fourth line.
let's see. My wife does the same thing when she hears the voice. She's like, "Is that Dooner? Is that Nick? Are you watching Schmidt?" Yeah.
I always show up to the party. I always show up late to the party.
Yeah, Richie Clemens said, "I always show up late to the party."
What's up, Sammy?
Richie, what's up, man? What's up, Sammy? Yeah, So Richie he was in landscaping and then he just bought a truck and he's doing. Hey, we don't need her up here. She can stay there. And so he's right. Richie? I'm not mixing you up, right? That is you. That's the right backstory for you. You just started your own trucking company, and you were in landscaping, or still are in landscaping, I think, but you're doing this also, trucking also. And then you also have a YouTube channel with like some serious subscriber count, I believe. That's right. Started back up in January. Okay, good. I started to say it like really confidently, and then I was like, oh shoot, I mix people up all the time. Like last week, I was talking to Blind Sight, and like, yeah, you said you were from Coeur d'Alene, and then what was the other one? Was transport, something transport. How did I?
Ooh, don't ask me.
Blind Sight, and then something. Oh, it's gonna bug me. Anyway, see, I already
I don't know
forgot.
anything.
But anyway, I was actually talking to someone else about how they were from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and then it was like they're both from around that area, and I just got lucky, I guess. But anyway.
Yeah, I have to. Well, there's some
Steadfast. There you go. That see, I was like, there was something there. And
there's some guys that their personalities you just can't forget. I think Sammy makes sense. He was the first one you probably showed me.
But some of these guys don't. They don't have channels like that. They don't have videos.
I understand.
Yeah.
Like Dooner, no one else. No one sounds like him. No one cusses more. But yeah. Anyway, so I kind of know from that. But
You second guess yourself like I do on a sketchy exit, then go, dang, should have turned there.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be in 1 week. My authority will be active. Hopefully, should be because I'm gonna get my insurance, my truck, and hopefully my trailer, which is like mostly done.
Mostly.
Yeah. So anyway, so I'll be off my little day cab route that I've been doing, and I'll be out there trying to find different exits and trying to figure out where I'm going, and running around down in LA trying to figure out like, dude, where the heck, how do I get over there from over here? I did it a little bit when I first had my CDL, but yeah, I haven't done it since. I've been local since, and I only did it for about 4 to 5 months. So let's see. Yeah, okay. So Richie Plemons, he said he drove for about 8 or 9 years, then was a safety director for a trucking company, and then he's been out of the industry for a few years, but he's back now. Driven, I am mostly interstate, but I'm going to make a couple trips out a year interstate because I am getting this truck through like a trade-in program through the California Air Resources Board, and so I'm required to keep 90% of my miles in California. So I can basically take one trip out and run around a little bit in the south and then come back, which is kind of what I'm going to do probably. Or I might even save like my little extra miles because I'm figuring I'll probably do like 100 and something thousand miles a year. So I'll have about 10,000 miles to play around, and like a trip out and a trip back would be, I don't know, 6,000 miles or so to run around just a little bit down in the south and then come back. So then I'll have about 4,000 miles to play around with, and I might take some loads that go into Nevada because I can get paid pretty good going up over Donner. Even during the summertime, they still pay pretty good to go up to Reno and stuff. So I don't know, we'll see. But the goal, so I did get my apportioned plates and everything to be interstate. Because we will eventually be moving out of California, and when that happens, I will be a full-on interstate trucker, a real one. When you're out here in the West, it's kind of like you got to run out of California and you got to find a way to get back because out of California is pretty good. So who knows? Maybe if the money's good enough, I'll just be running out of California all the time. My wife's like, but I might have to do that to pay the bills, and then see what happens with the Air Resources Board. See how bad the punishment would be. But
Blind Sight. This is our dog Amelia. Her name's Amelia Earhart.
Yes.
Amelia Earhart.
And then I don't know what other questions we missed.
Can you
Here, I
scroll?
will.
Okay, be careful with the phone because it kind of jiggles it around.
Alright. Oh, wait, this is way...
Oh, careful, dude.
Sorry. Alright, so it says...
What's your dog's name?
And then it says...
Come on to Georgia Bro.
Yeah.
Sammy.
Oh, Sammy, you know I'm going to be out in Georgia at some point.
And
You know
then Richie, I can hardly read that.
I did a lot of deliveries in the city of
Commerce.
Whatever. In LA, then usually got apple boxes going to Washington before heading back east.
That's not a bad little route. How do the loads pay going east from Washington? I know going east from LA it pays pretty good. So was it worth it to go north and then east?
Okay.
Rich said, move to the Midwest.
Yeah, Rich. The plan is Tennessee, man. The plan is Tennessee.
Woof woof.
Amelia, girls, hi. You're on the live.
So
You're here with us.
So we had like one of those things where I had like a great aunt who would say that we were related to like every famous woman in history. And so I believed it for a while, and so I kind of was like, oh, that's cool, we're related to Amelia Earhart. And then my brother was the one that told me after I named the dog Amelia Earhart, he's like, I think she just used to say that we were like related to everybody. And I was like, oh, well, you know.
Oh, guys.
So then
my dad wanted to name Amelia Janet.
Janet. That was my
Out of
first
all
name
of
for
the
her.
names he could have picked, he picked Janet.
Janet, yeah.
See you, Driven.
Yeah, Driven Trucking. Brian,
See you later.
see you later. I'll talk to you soon. Richie Clemens answered my question. He said, I was a company driver then, so it really wasn't worth it for me. I get that. So you were just running up north and back east for nothing. I mean, for the miles.
Your dad.
For the miles, so.
Love you guys, this is
Richie
fun.
Jenkins, love
It
you guys,
is
this is
fun.
fun. Hey, how was the cruise night? Did you guys get home already, or are you still out there? Are you trying to watch the cars go by and watch the live at the same time? Let's see.
Wonderful evening, stay safe. Take care of your
Yeah.
Airways.
So
Some background music for you.
So the
Pop goes the weasel.
so the dog though, something I didn't know about her when we named her Amelia Earhart is that she can jump a 6-foot fence.
Yep.
So she can literally fly.
She also has a heart on her back in like one of her
Right here.
one of her spots is a heart on her back. So I mean, it was meant to be.
So Amelia Earhart.
Mm-hmm.
My boss said it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Where do they do it in Napomo? Where do they have that? Just down Teft?
I'm
Or
not sure. Angela Adams said one of my good friends named their Saint Bernard the Larry.
the
In
Larry.
fact, he was
The Larry.
he was in one of my videos last week while we were at Bike Week.
The Larry.
The,
Not just
the
Larry.
No, the Larry. He is
The
And
Larry.
he's a
Yeah.
Saint Bernard.
Larry. That's awesome.
Oh, I love Saint Bernards.
You know, that was my mom's favorite dog, and she got one, and she named it. What was it? Malachi. She named the dog Malachi.
If I could.
Which is funny because
I
my
really
oldest
can.
brother is named Micah, and those two names are similar, and
Malachi
books of the Bible are close to each other.
Mhm.
Just saying.
A lot of significance there.
Yep. Named my brother
And
after a
then there's
dog.
Nick.
Nicholas.
Yeah, good old Nicholas.
The Larry. That's funny.
Dogs are the best. They are.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. But it's like.
Until they start barking at the neighbors or jump the fence.
Until that's annoying.
I will tell you what. I love this dog, and this dog loves me very much.
Yes, she does.
She will come and cuddle with me all the time. But when she jumps that back fence, and then I open that back gate, and I look down the alley at her, and she looks at me and just turns around and takes off running. There's nothing that just makes me want to get rid of this dog more than when she just is like, oh, you want me to go? You want me to go? See ya.
Bye.
Yeah.
Every time I hear Malachi, I think of Children of the Corn.
That's really funny. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
What's your craziest experience trucking in California, Dad?
I have a couple.
Oh, remember the owl?
That's a
He
good.
just sends me a picture. Okay, he's left for the evening, he's gone, whatever. He just sends me a picture on a text of an owl, and it's like it almost looks like it's framed. And so I don't have any context, right? He just sends me a picture, and it is like a close, perfectly framed. And I was like, where
didn't get
is
that.
he that he's giving, like sending me a picture, like a close up of an owl? And so I was like, what? Like, what is this? Tell him what happened.
What happened, Dad?
So, out on the levee roads that I drive on all the time, there's always owls swooping down trying to get the field mice and whatever else, and they don't see cars or trucks, and I don't know why, but they don't. And so
Moving down.
so this one, I hit it, but it didn't hit the windshield. It didn't hit the grill. Didn't hit the bumper. It hit the mirror and wrapped its leg around the bracket of the mirror and then hung down and then was just hanging upside down, looking at me as it like boom, 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 boom.
But perfectly framed, like in the mirror, you know, between the mirror and the truck. So when he took the picture and sent it to me, I was like, it was just so confused. Like, what is this?
So it was kind of scary for me because it was just there in the window.
It was just
so
he was just like, so this happened. I was like, oh my goodness.
Amelia Earhart was a distant relative of mine, my grandma's cousin. True story, true story. Good luck in your adventure.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So yeah, so that's kind of stuff that my great aunt would tell us, but we don't know if it was actually true.
That's why there's ancestors.
Because who else was it? It was like
oh, I don't know. Your great aunt who?
I forget.
Aunt Pat?
I don't even remember who it was.
No, but Aunt Pat.
I forget.
Oh, okay.
I just remember.
Betsy.
You put me on the
Betsy
spot.
Ross.
Betsy Ross. There you go. That was the other one. Betsy Ross.
Who's that?
You can still your history.
Here, Mom. We're related.
We are related. Okay. Most definitely.
She's like, wait a second. I'm coming in here. We're related. This is not crazy.
You hear that, Amelia Earhart? Yeah.
Well, Neil R. We're all related.
Oh, no grounding, Amelia. Oh, see, only lips.
Okay, Amelia, chill.
So we
Amelia.
Ow.
I would say that that there's just been some like I don't know. Sometimes I would say that the craziest stuff that I've seen though
I don't understand.
would be like just like the wrong way drivers and the like just the reckless driving that I see out here. There's been a number of close calls I've had with head-on collisions. I've had 3 like close calls with head-on collisions where it's like inches away from a head-on collision. I've had a number of others where things were happening. I don't know. I think
You've had you've been on the Highway 4 before, and he had his phone like set up, and he's like, watch, and he turned it to where it's facing the road, like a dash cam basically. But I'm on the phone, so I can see what he sees. And I was like, wait, you're on Highway 4? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, that car is coming right towards you. He's like, yeah, watch this. And they just come, and then they cut over. And I'm like, oh my gosh, are you serious? He's like, this happens all the time. He's like, I'm going the speed I'm going, like the speed limit, and there's like, it would just be over for that person.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, I don't know, I would be in knots. It's terrifying.
Let's see. Trucker Johnson, I see so many people on their phones while driving, like a lot. Yeah. I've heard that some law enforcement have invested in big trucks because from the angle that we're at, we can see directly down in there. And I always tell people it's at least half the people on the road are watching their phones or looking at the phones. The ones I think are the funniest is when they have it up, mounted to their windshield in front of their eyes, watching TV, and I'm like, how? What? Like
really? You gotta catch up. You gotta binge watch while you're commuting to work or driving. That's insane.
Tell the Micah story, the one with the guy falling super close.
Yeah, there's a few stories I could tell.
I don't know that one.
I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell you one from me. Okay, so I had this guy. I'm driving on like a very unsafe road, Highway 4, and this car goes around and he cuts me off and he passed me on a double yellow. So I kind of threw my hands up like, dude, come on, like don't pass me on the double yellow. And so he gets a little bit up ahead and he slams on his brakes and we come to a dead stop. And I'm loaded, but I could see what he was doing. So I slammed on my brakes and I'm stab braking. We're getting down to speed and we stop on a 55-mile-an-hour highway. Him in front of me, I'm behind him. So I'm thinking, okay, this guy's gonna stop and he's gonna fight. So I pop my brakes and I hop out of the truck. Because I was just, at that point, you stopped me on a 55-mile-an-hour road. I'm thinking we're gonna throw hands and I'm not gonna wait for you to come back to me. I'm gonna meet you halfway. So I was like, I'm gonna get my first fist fight of my entire life right now. And I'm down for it. Like I'm so ready. This guy just risked my life. He tried to get me to rear end him, and so but as soon as I hopped out of the truck, he took off. So I popped my brakes and I put it in gear. My buddy calls me and I'm like, dude, where are you at? He's a mile and a half ahead of me. I said, dude, this little Honda whatever is gonna come up and he's gonna be driving dumb. So you need to just like teach him a lesson, something. Because I thought I was gonna fight right now, and I hopped out of the truck and he took off. And he's like, oh, what a little punk. And so he was driving up ahead of me.
Tina, don't listen.
And
Just listen to your mom.
And so he was on the most dangerous stretch of Highway 4 in Stockton. The most dangerous stretch. It's a levee road. It's windy. The whole road is like this because the bottom of it gets warped by every time it rains. There becomes new little bumps and undulations we have to ride over. And so anyway, he's driving. Yeah, undulations. And so you're driving, and he's driving, and he goes. Dang, pastor. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Right. I know. Right. So this guy goes to pass my friend. Well, then my friend was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna let you pass," and he just kind of pushed him a little bit with his truck. Well, the guy kept coming up alongside him, and my friend just kept pushing him over until the guy.
Did you have the beard?
Trucker John said, when you hopped out of the truck, did you have your beard? Because that's probably why he took off. Yeah, probably. No, but my friend is sitting there and he's moving over, not letting him pass. And the guy's next to his trailer, so he gets pushed until he starts hitting the trees that are on the side of the road. Because right there's like some overgrown stuff like on the edge of the road, and so his mirror's like bam, 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 bam. And so anyway. So then my friend, he has to move back over because cars are coming. And so the guy gets behind him and then shoots around him real quick, just super quick. And then he stops again. And then this time he went, so from that stretch of road to the Port Expressway, which is where we turn, it's about 4 miles. I'm telling you, he went 10 miles an hour the entire way on this 55 mile an hour road. So you can imagine there's about, 8 cars between my buddy and me when I catch up to him. And we all just 10 mile an hour idle all the way into Stockton because this guy was so mad that my buddy tried to teach him a lesson and whatever. So he was in such a hurry that he was passing us so dangerously. I mean, risking everyone's lives on the road. But then he had the time to teach everyone else a lesson and sit there and go 10 miles an hour all the way into town. So
It's like fine. It's 10 miles. Let's be safe there.
It was fun. I'm just glad guys like that. He didn't have a gun. Let's see. They wanted to see documents about us being related to Amelia Earhart. So
anytime someone complains about California, I just say, yeah, but that weather.
And then Richie Clemens said, I see people constantly on the phone too. Tennessee troopers have a 379 let it up just like the patrol cars to catch people on the phone. That's cool. I'm going to have to watch out for that when I go there. Betsy Ross, she lived in Post Falls, Idaho, where they named an area after her.
That's cool.
That's cool.
But why did they name her?
Let's see. Trucker John, what's that road in Modesto going towards 580, 132? I hate driving that road. People are suicidal. Trucker John, you are not kidding. That road, I think that might have been, I don't know. All I know is people would run a stop sign to get out into traffic, and they'd use like the oncoming lane as like an on-ramp almost. It's a 2-lane highway. Yeah. 2-lane highway, and they would use the oncoming lane to kind of get up to speed and then merge into traffic, or to pass a bunch of people and get in front of them, whatever. And this lady was at a stop sign, and another car came up, and they were looking down to see if they could get out, and because they were going to run the stop sign. They didn't see the lady sitting at the stop sign, so then they get up to her and they bump her out in front of a truck, and a truck comes and just smashed her. And so when I went by, they had a sheet covering her driver's seat, and it was just, she got hit by a truck, driver's side. So that was terrible. It was one of the worst things I had seen to that point. Seen that a couple times now on the road. We see a lot of crap on the road.
And it's like, for real though, like what do you save? Legitimately, how much time are you saving?
Yeah.
Moments, minutes, maybe?
That's the kind of stuff. Those are the stories that I told Miles when he was getting his license. Because it's like, dude, it's so not worth it. Just don't. And be on the lookout for people like that because they'll hurt you. Blind Sight said, road rage isn't worth it. Someone remind me that I said this in the future.
Seriously.
I will. Yeah.
The weather is very nice, especially at the beach.
In the summer, Here, it is death though.
It's
I'm not
120
gonna
degrees.
miss. I'm not gonna miss the
It never hits
super.
120.
Yes, it did. Last summer it
Calm
did.
down, Mitchell. Take it easy over there, okay?
It did not hit
Um,
120.
It did.
So
How could it
the
hit
heat,
120?
the
That's so
just
hot.
the like, it's 108, 109. Sports practices are canceled. Everyone's inside with their air conditioner. Not gonna miss that.
Or
not
in
gonna
the
miss
pool.
it at
Where
all.
I-
And
where
I'm
I-
born and raised, lived here my whole life. Like,
Where I grew up, the weather is.
yeah, the weather you can sit on the coast, 100%. But here in the valley, sorry.
Where I grew up, it actually. So we were on a Jeopardy question. It was like my little town's claim to fame. They were in the Farmer's Almanac for having the most consistent weather year round, like the closest to the median. It didn't vary at all from season
And
to
cow
season.
smell.
And cow smell.
Yes.
Also that. Chicken coops are worse to me.
Yeah.
Chicken's worse than cow.
Yeah, you want to stay away from the Foster's Farms facilities, man. They smell
It's very
terrible.
warm.
Let's see. Neil said it's funny. Four-wheelers F up, then look in the mirror to see your reaction. I just laugh, and then it looks like their head's gonna explode.
Must have been San Diego.
Blind Sight must have been San Diego. No, Nipomo, California, near Pismo Beach. So it's like just set inland enough, and there's like a mesa kind of blocking the fog that rolls in everywhere else. So like Santa Maria is windy and foggy, and then Arroyo Grande, Grover Beach area is kind of fogged in, and then Nipomo would just be this little like enclave of light, of sunlight, and it's a
Although,
cool little
I think
town.
the first Christmas I ever spent in Nipomo. So I come from here, okay, Turlock area, and it gets cold. It's not freezing, but it gets cold in the winter. In the winter, you're bundled
There's
up.
seasons,
There's
yeah.
sour. There's sort of seasons, but yeah. But there's definitely a cold season, and you're cold, and you're bundled. You drink the hot cocoa. So it's like Christmas morning. We wake up, and I get like hot cocoa going. I have like a sweater, and we go outside, and it is hot. It was like 72, and I was like, but it's Christmas. Like, it's cold. Like, what is happening? It was it's a shock to me being from here and then moving to the coast.
She actually threw a little fit. It's not even Christmas. It was funny. It was funny.
A fit? I was a grown adult. I did not throw a fit.
You threw a little fit.
I was upset and disappointed, okay? There's a difference.
Rich Armatrout said, random question, do you watch V-Belt and Sun Channel? He's in California. No, I don't. I'll have to go look them up. Trucker John said, true, I picked up at a chicken farm and I literally gagged when I got out of my truck. It is
Very
some
specific.
Serious,
You can tell the difference. It's pretty bad.
yeah, some serious
I can pretty much
smell.
take any smell. If I can sleep with Gus with his diaper, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Um,
So V-Belt and Sun Channel? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I'll have to check it out. What
I
was
don't think I missed anything.
no, I know. It was Neil R. I wanted to go up to see who made that comment. So I had Neil, I had a car, I was coming up to a merge where Highway 4, 680 merges onto Highway 4, and there's like a clover leaf, and so people are getting on and trucks are getting on really slow, and so this truck was going to get on, and so I looked in my mirror, and the passing lane was open, the left lane was open, and so I put my blinker on, and the car that was about a truck length behind me, I saw him try and gas it, and I just moved over in front of him because I needed to get over for the truck. Well, he starts flashing his high beams at me, and he starts getting all crazy. So I get, up a ways where I pass the truck, and I wait till there's an open spot, and I get back into the right lane, and then this guy, he pulls up next to me, and he's flipping me off, and he's doing all this stuff, and I was just like smiling and laughing, like, dude, I had to move over. I'm sure you wanted to go faster, but it's like kind of traffic right now, so it just kind of like there's nothing much I can do, and I wasn't pissed off at him or anything. I wasn't getting excited. I just kind of smiled and laughed a little bit, chuckled. Well, that made him more angry. I didn't realize that would make him more angry. I thought it might diffuse the situation, but no, I incited him. So then he's like sitting there and he's flipping me up, and he's got his kid. He has a daughter in the passenger seat who's like this on her phone, like, oh my gosh, my dad's so embarrassing. And then he has another kid in the backseat, and he's like racing up next to me and like swerving next to me. And then he pulls out his phone, and he's sitting there and he's trying to like stick it out the window and like film me. And I'm like just having a good time, but smiling and waving like, hey, hi, hey.
How you doing?
Did you blow him a kiss? My dad would have blown him a kiss.
Yeah, I think I did.
My dad's a truck driver, for those of you who don't know.
So,
it has been for years. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I stole that move, and I think I did blow him a kiss. And so he was angry. He was really angry. So what he did was he was taking a picture of the side of the truck. And so I'm in a rental truck, which has the name of the company that I rent the truck from on the side. So he called Silva Trucking, and he told them that I was driving crazy and I was doing all this stuff. And so I got a call from the owner's son. Hey, Nick, we need you to stop driving, man. You can stop driving crazy, man. You're out here. We're getting phone calls. And I'm like, hold on. You're getting phone calls? Yeah, a guy just called us and told us that you're driving crazy out there. And I'm like, I know exactly who that guy is. No, that guy's a punk. And I was like, you don't. I said, dude, I get flipped off at least once a night by four-wheelers just because I'm a truck, just because I'm driving slower than they are and I can't accelerate as quickly as they can, and because I need to move over in certain situations. And so I just told them, like, hey, man, like, there's nothing I can do. Like, you can tell me to drive different, but I'm driving safely and I'm getting my work done efficiently. And you see me on the GPS, what my speed is. You see, like, I mean, I wish I had a camera to show you what exactly just happened, but you're just going to have to trust me that I'm driving safely, okay?
Oh, so there was a comment that said, can you explain what a blinker is? Some people need it.
For real.
Let's see. Yeah, Johan, please explain what a blinker is. Some people need to hear it. Well, what it is, you got to put that fluid in, your blinker fluid, and then...
Have you decided on a truck name? Yes, we have.
Yes. Maggie has
Simba. Okay. All right.
Okay.
You gotta make it tougher.
I ripped it in half.
Okay.
El Queso.
Oh my gosh, it's not El Queso. We went with El Hueso, which means the bone, which is a reference to Ezekiel 37, the Valley of Dry Bones. So my truck is going to be called The Bone. And it's a little bit like, I feel like God threw me a bone by giving me that truck. So, I mean, I'm going to have to pay for it, but, I got approved for it and got everything all situated with the financing and stuff, and feel blessed to have that opportunity. So that's the name, El Hueso.
Yep.
All
right, now segment for Maggie.
Okay. What do you want?
Any questions?
Any questions? How about tell them the story of the time when you gave the
El Macho Queso.
It's El Queso to me. You guys, that's gonna stick now, right? It's gonna stick in my household. The truck's gonna be called El Queso too.
Yes.
But tell them the story about the time when you gave the governor's wife a tour of the garden school.
Oh, yes. So, at my school, Julian Elementary, we had this...
Sorry.
I'm sorry. We have this thing where it's a garden tour where people can come in. It could either be on like a Saturday or like during school hours. And then people can come to the garden, and then the school picks different like students to be in the garden and like have a tour with them. So when you like learn the plants, we'll have like a binder and stuff. And then the governor's wife had come, and then I was one of the students who had given her a tour. The first plant I showed her was a fried eggplant.
See you, Richie. Just by the way, thanks for stopping in.
Bye, Richie.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
And then I showed her a lot of things, and then I actually have a picture with her. It's crumpled up because Gussie crumpled it up.
So every year they do these garden tours.
Yeah. Bar? Okay, bar.
Thank you, baby. And they're pretty famous, maybe a strong word, but like the teacher who runs it and does curriculum with the garden, she goes to other schools to teach them how to like implement this within their curriculum. And so the garden is like, it's an amazing school garden. It's awesome. And so Maggie, a second grade teacher who she stayed connected with, she gives tours to people every single year, even though she, obviously isn't in the second grade anymore. And so anyways, it was just really cool to, that she had that honor. And she didn't tell her, she just surprised her with it. And then they sent me pictures and kind of like a little thing saying that she was an honored touree. I forget if that's how they said it. Anyways, she gave her a tour. And so it was just fun. She was in the paper, and It was fun. It was like a surprise. It was like a honor. Someone who was knowledgeable, who would give her a good tour and all that. So it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell the story about when that guy flipped a Yui in front of you and then the guy that wanted to fight you. And you were talking to Josh and laughing and it just made him mad.
You're gonna have to remind me.
I don't. So it was right on 165 as you're going out. And he flipped a Yui. It was when you were doing grapes, I believe. And he flipped around and he flipped right in front of you. And then you were just gonna like laugh it off. Yeah. And then you were talking to Josh and you were talking to him about it, but you were kind of laughing and you were just like smiling. And Josh was like, dude, he thinks you're laughing at him. And he just came out of the truck.
Yeah, so there was this dude, he was a driver for another company. And he get down.
That's my spot, Amelia. Amelia is great at stealing people's spots.
So I was coming. It was right when you pull into the winery, and so he didn't want to lose his place in line, but he accidentally passed the entrance. And so as I'm coming up to it, he flipped around in the dirt on the shoulder and then whipped back in front of me, maybe like 2 truck lengths. So I'm coming up and I'm slowing down because I'm coming up to the turn. Well, he just whipped it around so fast in front of me, and I was just like, whoa. And so we pulled in, and I was kind of laughing about it, like, dude, this guy, I thought maybe he was meaning to do that at first, like he meant to pull around and maybe park and take a nap or something in the big wide dirt shoulder, but no, he flipped it around so fast. I mean, I'm surprised that back trailer didn't topple over because I mean it was nuts. But so we go over there, and then when you get in line, there's 2 scales, so I ended up right next to him. So it's like, he did that crazy maneuver to stay in front of me, and then we ended up at the scale at the same time. And so I pull up, and I just look over at him like, dude, that was crazy what you did. And so I look over, and I'm kind of laughing because I'm talking to my buddy Josh, and so I'm sitting there, and then he pops his brakes, and then he walks out, and he's at my window, and he walks out, and he's literally standing like this, like he's got like a 2x4 running through his shirt out his sleeves, and he walks up to my thing like this, and he's like, Mexican dude, and he's like just super like scrapa, like straight up just sedeños, like he thought he was a tough guy. He thought he was so tough, and he walks up to me, and he's like, what the F's your problem, man? You got a problem? I'm not one of these mother effing I'm not one of these mother effing wetbacks. I'll kick your ass, eh? And I was like,
he was like,
and I was like, hey bro, there's no need for that. I was like, I'm cool. I was like, I'm cool, dude. And he says something else like, he said, oh, that's right, that's what he said.
He would fight you.
He said,
or something.
No, he said, I'm from Stockton, eh? And I was just like,
say no more.
All right, bro. Well, I'm from Napomo. Good to meet you. And no, it's just it's one of those things where I was literally talking to like one of the most jovial friends I have, where he's just joking and we're having like a good time, and we're getting pretty deep into the grape season where I'm getting delirious and I'm trying to stay awake, and you start getting into that like hype mode where you're just trying, everything's funny. And so when that guy did that, it was funny. And
yes, you should.
Yeah, Trucker John said, I guess you didn't have your beard for that confrontation. Maybe you should grow it back. That's true.
It's part of his protection.
Actually, so it's a funny story, right? So we pulled up and we were waiting in line the whole time next to each other, like one of us moving ahead of the other one for the 2 sides of the scale. When you get up to the scale house, you have to get out of your trucks, and you get out of your trucks and you go and you line up like right next to each other. So I get out, and so I get out, and I sit in my seat on the floor, guys. Like whenever I'm driving, I'm always sitting on the floor. And so I get out, and I'm like a head taller than this guy. And so I see him, and he's just looking straight ahead, and he's just standing like this at the window, at the little teller window where he's doing his paperwork, and he's just standing like this, staring straight ahead. And I was just like I look over at him, and he won't look at me, and I'm like, dude, this guy's so weird right now. Like this guy really, I don't even know. And so I don't know. It was kind of funny.
Didn't you say, hey, we're cool, right?
Yeah.
And you put your fist out
yeah,
we're cool, right?
Yeah.
We're cool, right? So I need to break the ice with this guy.
I kind of came up, so I kind of went over to him, because he was just sitting there, and I was like, I was like, we're either gonna kiss and make up right now, or we're gonna fight, because like you're acting crazy. Like he seemed like the kind of guy that might freaking whip a gun out later and shoot me, because he was just that like nuts. I mean, anyone who's just goes to fight mode that quickly because they made a mistake and they passed the turn, and then it's like, what, he's got too much pride to just say, man, I messed up. That was crazy. I shouldn't have done that. I made that decision and it was a bad decision. Like instead he was like you laughing at me? No, we don't do that, eh? Like he's crazy. It was
Imagine he's watching right now.
If you haven't noticed, Lucy arrived from her friend's house. She's here.
What are those?
Oh, it's a name. It's a name for Dad's truck. We decided. We picked it.
El Queso.
Oh.
No, not El Queso.
Oh.
That's
El Hueso.
Oh.
it's El Queso.
Andrew Fish.
Ran my first 2 weeks of my authority. Got that out of the way.
Was there another comment above that? Let's see.
There was more
Now,
about.
Chris.
Because there was more about. Because when I came back, there was something about the garden or something.
Hold on. Amelia is watching you talk. I wonder if pets think we're crazy when they see us talking to no one. That is probable.
They're like, who are they talking to?
Blind sight. That's why I never mistreat other truck drivers. It's a small world. You'll bump into them eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling that guy's probably in jail. That's not a joke. When someone's that quick to the trigger, like to like try and fight, they go to jail. That's just how they are. So
It's like, bye.
Pa said hi, Lucy.
And so then,
Hi.
Yeah, she already said hi to Chris.
Flaw run, flaw.
Okay, so Andrew Fish said ran my first 2 weeks with my authority, got that out of the way. So Andrew, how was it? Because I'm a week away, dude. I'm a week away, and yeah, I've got all of the
Wrong flaw.
all the new, or the brokers that'll accept new entrants and all that on my phone already. I just need to wait until I get my insurance and then I can really sign up with them. So I've got what was it? I have all of them on this, from Uber Freight, Convoy, and I think is it TQL that will accept new entrants as well. Yeah.
Nacho ride. Get it? Oh, come on, laugh it out.
Nacho ride.
El Queso. Queso. Whatever. What's law?
Wait.
Wrong flaw.
Hold on. Edwin Ortiz said La Ramfla. What does that mean, bro? I don't know what that means. We need our Googler back.
I don't know. What
The
that
raffle.
Is it 2 F's?
Is it? Because,
It comes up as 1 F in the wrong place, but I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Nacho ride.
It's very rare that I'm not in the very beginning of the live stream.
I know. Everyone missed you, I'm sure. They were like,
Alright,
where's
come on.
Lucy? Oh, Lucy,
Wait.
you should show. She made her own custom merch for Velloc.
Here,
This
stand up
is
in
the original. Right there.
and
There
my
she
own
is.
hoodie too.
Oversized pink for Velox 18. Uh-huh. And the back
Oh,
is
yeah.
nice and dirty.
Oh yeah, their dog jumped on the back.
Yeah, he did. We can see that. Okay. Watch out.
Click on the Lucy special.
This is Julius Randle. What the heck?
Julius Randle is a
I don't know.
NBA player.
Andrew
Ow.
said
How
it was
does-
good, got turned down about 30% of the time. First week was 4,600 and second was
How do you spell
44, but a lot will work with you.
Do I
That's
smell
cool.
like
About
another dog?
22 miles both weeks. Lucy's still waiting for my Trucker John shirt.
Hold up. Which one is it?
La Ramfla.
It's RANFFLA. I
So
don't know what that is.
RAN.
FFAL.
So Andrew, where were you running? I think I've asked you like a bunch of times.
It's not just any car. It's a smooth ride and a low rider. However, the term can be used to talk about any car.
You need to say things out loud for me.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
A Ramfla is not just any car. It's a smooth ride, usually a low rider. However, the term can be used to talk about any car. Okay, I feel like I should know that. I mean, I grew up around
Yeah,
some
it's
people with
one
some low
F.
riders.
Okay, it is. And yeah,
Not Renville. What the heck that means?
you're missing.
Yeah.
Edwin gave it for us. Oh, blind sight. Enjoy your dinner, bro. Thanks for
Bye.
joining us,
Don't forget about the merch.
Later, Brian. Now I know your name, bro.
Brian.
Remember that, Mom?
Nebraska, Kansas, Alabama-ish area.
Okay, that's cool.
That's helpful for us.
I'm gonna go
Going
get
forward.
my own whatever freaking merch.
Go get your merch.
Your merch?
I
I
know.
know, I should
My
have worn my
friend's-
hoodie. I didn't think about
My
it.
friend's dog just jumped on my back with a dirty puzzle.
I know, Amelia, she's
Thanks.
smelling you and all your stuff because she
I
can
know.
smell it. You betrayed her with another dog.
Okay.
Ryan Transportation was a good broker for me. Decent paying loads. That's cool.
You want to show yours?
So you only got turned down 30% of the time. So it's worth like going on the DAT load board and trying to reach out to all those brokers that are on there, all the kind of smaller one-off brokers and stuff. Because from what I've heard, it's like the out of the big brokers anyway. Yeah, you should go somewhere else then.
I'm just gonna put it on.
Yeah, so anyway, so I was gonna run kind of like the way Just Truckin' does it, where he runs on the apps on his phone, and Uber Freight, Convoy, and I believe it's TQL, and they run. They'll let
Okay, Jesse, I'm coming, buddy.
new authorities do their thing. So,
What's up, bud?
All right, Maggie.
all right, Maggie's fashion show.
Yeah.
Stand
So.
up. You have to stand up.
Thank you, babe. All right, so I actually have a hoodie,
There you go.
and then it says Velox, and then I have pockets and this. And
And then on the back, you got the Velox 18 on the back.
can
Boom.
you see it?
Yep. All right. You're good.
Okay.
Mine is very dirty.
Yeah.
Oof,
You're
that's
good.
so dirty.
You guys have the exact same thing. It's just one has a hood and one is, and they're slightly different colors. Like
Not
like-
slightly. This is lavender. That is pink.
That's blood. This is blush pink.
This is a fact.
and
Girls have better eyesight for colors than guys do.
Okay. Sammy said JD Hunt after 30 days. I think. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. So I actually have theirs preloaded up on my phone too. I just have to.
Amelia.
I didn't know.
Almost took out the tripod and the camera. That was close.
What do you
That was really
mean?
close.
That's your phone, not your camera.
Well, phone,
It's a tripod.
phone
with
doubles
the
as a
thing.
camera, so phone doubles as a camera.
How do you do a live stream on a camera, man?
All right. I think that's all we really had to say tonight. Be looking for the trailer video. Sammy said that's a good looking logo, bro. I need me a cool one like that. Hey, check out my brother, Chris, in the comments. He's the one who does all my stuff. He's a professional.
Did we lose? Did Amelia yank everything down?
No,
Oh.
you almost did.
Is that it? Are we gone? Are we done?
No.
Oh, okay.
My brother Chris is in here somewhere, but he does all my logos and stuff. So I actually have the watermark he just did like on a whim, and I made some shirts out of that too because that's a really cool logo. But this is like kind of my branding logo, the one that my company's gonna have, and there you go.
Holler.
Yeah,
Holla. There you go.
holler at your boy.
All right,
What?
guys.
No.
You guys never
hold on.
asked me any questions.
Andrew said, "Well, will you tell me the whole story?"
No, it's Lucy, not Maddie questions. It's mine.
All right, it's fine. It's Maggie Lucy questions.
No, it's
Okay.
Lucy questions. It's
Can
Maggie
you
Lucy
guys?
questions.
Can you
Can
stop?
you guys give it a little bit of a break, please?
Okay, whatever.
I would appreciate that.
RN.
Hold on, yeah. Andrew Fish for sure. Yep, TQL was 30 days, but CH Robinson, Landstar,
Mom and Pops.
5 calls. I made 2. Yeah, they all want time for sure. So okay, so CH Robinson, you can be a new operating authority, or was that the 30 days as well?
Oh,
And then Landstar, are they new or?
Neil R's leaving us. He's going that night.
Oh, good night, Neil.
Texas.
Have fun in Texas.
Ooh, RN said Lucy and Maggie.
Dodgers. Sure. Who is Dodgers.
We don't have to yell.
The Giants
We
suck
don't-
at life.
I'd rather die than be one of the Giants people. Or
Same.
Giants people.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really struck a chord. You really touched a nerve there. We are Dodger fans, but I didn't
And-
think it was like that.
And we're in Giants,
Yes.
and we're in Giants
Okay.
country, which is why they responded the way they did, because
Yeah.
there are tons of Dodgers fans all around us, and so
Mhm,
that's
mhm.
why they
Go Pirates.
Wait, who's saying that?
Trucking California with Velox 17.
Wait, who is that?
I can't tell.
That's amazing.
It almost looks like Uncle Chris.
It does.
What do they mean, go Pirates?
Watch out, Max.
Yeah, but
Lucy.
that's not Uncle Chris at
It's
all.
not?
Landstar 68 Expo All took me on day 1, but that was in 2017.
Who are the Pirates?
They're a base. Oh,
Silas.
Silas. That's our nephew, Silas. Chris's son. That's amazing. Silas.
Who
Go
the heck are
Pirates.
the Pirates?
They're a baseball team.
Well, nobody knows
Pittsburgh
that.
Pirates. Yes, everyone knows them.
There we go. Trucking California with Velox 17 is now moderator. What's up?
Oh boy.
Andrew Fish, we'll find loads of off DAT. Sammy knows you'll get turned down, but we'll keep you rolling. That's true. RN, did you just pop in? I feel like because you haven't been.
Mary Bond started with the Pirates.
Yeah.
He did. That's true. I'll take it. Lloyd Trucking.
Yeah, if you want to tell them that story, go ahead. All right, Lucy has a story too.
Okay.
RN, I'll have to fill you in on what the name for the truck is, but
El Queso.
No,
we're gonna let
it's not that.
we're gonna let Lucy. You missed the name of the truck, bro. But Lucy's gonna tell her story first of
Yeah.
what's
All
going
right,
on.
go ahead, Lou.
Okay, so I forget if it was on Thursday or Friday, but
Yes, talk
Yeah,
about it.
speak up a little.
I forget if it was Thursday or Friday, but I wore this, and then someone noticed that it was the logo, and they're like, "Oh, are you trying to California with Velox 18's dad or daughter?" And then I'm like,
Dad.
and then I'm like, yeah, it was just really awkward because I didn't expect anyone in Turlock to like know. It's weird.
Your
so
dad
then-
is super famous, obviously.
And then they
There's like
said, "When can I get
1,300
some
people
merch?"
that want to.
I mean,
600.
1,300 people that want to watch my videos.
I thought it was 600.
1,300.
Oh.
So yeah, apparently some like 5th or 6th grade kid likes to watch Trucking California Velox 18. So, what's up if you're out there? I'll get you a hat if you ever.
there you go.
I'll get you a hat if you ever want to stop by the house. We're right around the corner from the school.
So, RN wants to know the name.
All right, so RN, the name is El Hueso. So we had a bunch of very competitive names, but I settled on, I should say, El Hueso, which is the bone. And so the truck's gonna be called El Hueso, which is a reference to Ezekiel 37, the Valley of Dry Bones. So yeah.
I feel like I
That
kind
is-
of was hoping that it wouldn't be something in Spanish because then I won't be able to say it. And then if I do say it, then people will be like, "That's not how you say it. You say
No, Lucy, just call it El Queso.
No,
No.
listen. Say El Hueso.
El Hueso."
Yeah, you said it
El
perfectly.
Queso.
I don't know
Can
Hueso.
you stop with that, please? You're
Hueso.
like in my ear.
if Hueso.
El Hueso.
That's not how you spell it, but
Wait,
Ow.
so.
Roll
Color
on.
Sabra El Queso.
El Queso.
Gringo no habla español.
I-
All
I
the
wish this-
important things.
Are
I
you
wish this was a sticky note so I could just go.
I don't understand.
Tecate, Dos Equis, or Corona? Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm El Gringo, no habla, plan, whatever.
I'm a white boy.
That's what he's
I
saying.
don't speak Spanish. But give me a beer, please. I
Ah.
just translated that for you.
Yep.
Is please just please in Spanish?
No, he's.
Cerveza.
Chris.
All right, so Chris, we hooked you up, so we want a cut of anything that happens between you and Sammy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just want to say that. Like,
Yeah.
No, so.
Or we could just say thank you to Sammy for helping us out getting our channel started, and thank you to Chris for doing all of our design work for free, because that's what brothers are for.
We're family.
Although we are going to be mailing you guys a package with lots of money worth of t-shirts and sweaters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
a
would
huge
do-
box
Cuss in Spanish.
full
and
of
that's
shirts and hoodies. Not
Yes.
shirts.
Aunt Jen is the only one that got a white hoodie, black writing.
it. Ooh.
She's gonna have it original, like you
Yeah.
girls.
My.
RN said growing up in Orchid on the Central Coast, he
Oh,
learned
yeah.
how to cuss in Spanish, and that's it.
That's how Nick learned, because he worked in at Burger King And all the ladies in the back who cooked were little Hispanic ladies, so no cebollas.
What's that mean?
No onions. And so it would be like whatever the order was. Anyways.
I can still order some food in Spanish like really well.
Priorities.
Dad knows all the secret menus from Jamba Juice.
The white gummy bear and the pink starburst, yeah.
White gummy bear?
Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles, it's a smoothie that tastes like the last soggy bites of Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, that's my favorite.
It actually is weird. I like Butterfinger myself.
Butterfinger!
I like the Sour Patch Kid and the, what's it called? Mango.
I'd go for a more Kelsey.
Mango.
What product do you use on your hair, man?
Murray's.
Yeah. The wife just helped me out with this today. She hooked me up. The wife. This lady
When we were dating, we were in college, and Nick needed a haircut, and he just said, and we were seriously dating, and he was like, you need to just learn how to cut my hair. And I was like, yeah, but I can't cut hair. And he's like, yeah, it'll grow out in a week. It'll be fine. You'll learn how to cut hair. And I remember we were in Ryan and Janina Beard's apartment, the first one I think they ever had, and we were in their bathroom using their clippers. And I was like, we were dating, okay? We cared about a lot of things about each other. It was like, oh my gosh, is he not gonna like me after this? And so I'm giving him a haircut, and it pretty much turned out good. And then right at the last second, it was like, and I was like, and he goes, don't make that noise when you're cutting my hair.
She kept on.
I was scared. He made me do it, but I've gotten a lot better. But anyway, so then forever, I just cut everyone's hair. I would trim the girl's hair. I would give Miles and Nick his haircut. And
but this haircut, I got perfection.
I do the sides and get like about to get some of the bottom of the back.
Is funny,
but the back's always messed up, and that's just to save her time because the house literally falls apart as soon as my wife tries to do anything.
I was on a couple calls this morning, and I came out in between a call, and Lucy, she was like, I was like, hey guys, and they were like, hey mom, and like I had left for weeks or something, and then Lucy, as I was going back to make another call, she's like, we're miserable.
Yeah,
Dad missed two chores for
one small chore.
The entire time, and he's like, no, you're doing this wrong.
You're the new mom. With me, I had to sweep, and then I had to resweep, the resweep, and then hose it down, and the resweep.
Yeah.
You're fine.
So
this is nothing.
Anyway, so I try to save her time by getting it mostly started, and then she comes in and cleans me up and makes sure that it doesn't look terrible.
And I cut I don't know 6 to 8 inches off the top of your hair. It was long.
No, it wasn't that long, but it was you cut about 4 or 5 inches off the top. And So anyway, yeah, I use Murray's, the old school Murray's.
The orange container.
It is, and it's just I don't know. I like it. I wash it every day, so my hair never gets like to that full greaser stage where it's like glossy and got that sheen to it. But I also don't like not washing my hair. I have issues with that.
Yeah, Dad has lots of issues.
I have tons of issues. I got 2 issues right here.
Just get a Flowbee.
Is it all over your pillow? No, because I wash out the majority of it. It gets
Oh, you smell sulfur.
It gets
all you smell is sulfur, by the way.
Yeah, all my stuff smells like sulfur. I shower every day when I get home from work.
He's a very clean person, but yeah.
Sulfur has a way of getting into your skin and your pores, and then you sweat in the middle of the night, and it just stinks everything up. It's crazy. RN, just get a Flowbee. I don't know what that is.
No.
Wait, who is RN?
No, it's the thing you attach to a vacuum and it just sucks up your hair and it just kind of keeps it all one length. This guy likes it high and tight hair, so a Flowbee wouldn't work. I wish it would. My 4-year-old has autism. He hates a haircut because the bzzz is terrifying to him. We can't blend anything. We can't vacuum anything loud. He gets really scared with. So I have to trim it with scissors, which a crazy moving 4-year-old and I have scissors, so imagine that. But anyways, yeah. So
we have a Roomba and he likes to chase it around.
No, he keeps his distance.
I know, but still, he laughs and then he's like, yeah, and then like he does this thing when he gets excited.
He goes.
So Arian, when's the truck hitting the road? I should be taking delivery this week on Thursday or Friday. And then I should be getting my authority started, getting the numbers on it, and probably will have a trailer by then. And so hopefully all of everything gets on the side of the truck this next weekend. So a week from today, hopefully the truck is ready to roll. And that's gonna be next week. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous, really nervous about it actually. It's been a long time coming, and I feel like ready for it, but at the same time, like I don't know, I got a little bit of trepidation.
There's been a lot of build up to this.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. It's not like you decided and then a month or two later we did it. We've had a long time to think about it and all that kind of stuff.
Steadfast said, "Damn, bro, I only saw the thumbnail, but it looks badass." It is. It's not even done yet because they're working on the drop panels this week, the 6-inch drop panels, and I think it's pretty much. I think it's pretty much one of my favorite trucks I've seen, and it doesn't have that many extra parts and that much, but it's just cool.
Classic, man. I think. To me, that's what I like. I like the chrome. I like the classic. I like.
A black Peterbilt is awesome. Makes sense. Well worth the wait though. Super fine ride, man. Yeah, I think it's been worth the wait.
For sure. We learned a lot. We've gotten a lot of ducks in a row. We've gotten to decide and pray over a lot of things. We got to plan a lot of things. So it's
I'll be
been
honest,
good.
I think it's a blessing in disguise because I would have ran that truck on sulfur and stunk it up with sulfur. And as it is now, it took so long for me to finally get the truck that now it's like I'm ready to go out on my own authority right when I get the truck. There's a lot more moving parts though. I think that's why I'm nervous because it's like I'm trying to get the trailer. I'm trying to take a drug test. I'm trying to enroll for the stinking clearinghouse. I'm trying to make sure that my authority's good. I got to pay for my insurance. I got to start my insurance policy. I got to get vinyl on the truck. There's a lot of things to do, and I still want to work because I'm still working for Silva. I want to make sure that I'm making some money, so that way I have when my authority starts, I can kind of feel it out a little bit, and I won't be pushed up against it because I run pretty up against my budget most of the time because we got so many dang kids and we pay for miles to go to private school and all that good stuff.
They eat a lot of food and
tons of food.
Just every day they want 3 meals a day and it's super rude.
You eat 3 meals a day.
I'm just kidding.
Steadfast asked,
do you have a Facebook page?
Do you have a Facebook page? I have a personal Facebook page, but I don't actually go on it. I actually deleted Facebook off of my phone, and then I realized that I had signed up a lot of my apps to use Facebook as the sign-in, which was a mistake. So I actually put Facebook back on my phone, but I turned it to where it has no notifications, and I don't really open it. I may do something with the truck, with Velox 18. Now that I'm actually a for hire entity, I might do a business page, but I haven't done it.
Instagram?
Yes, Steadfast. I am on Instagram. Velox.18.trucking.
Black PV with some black cowboy boots with silver tips.
Edwin, yeah. Black Peterbilt with some black cowboy boots with silver tips. I could do that. With one of those little cowboy, what are those things called? Those little ties. It's like a tie, but it's like a cowboy tie.
Yeah.
With turquoise.
Oh. No.
Never say turquoise tie. That's against the law.
You're gonna be like one
Bolo,
of those PTA dads.
Bolo?
You're gonna be like one of those PTA dads or whatever.
Hmm?
You're gonna be like one of those PTA dads or whatever.
Okay.
A PTA dad?
Ron Flaw.
Ron Flaw. For sure, Ron Flaw, bro.
Why does it smell like Mexican food?
Can you stop it? Thank you.
Why does it smell like
We had Chinese. Do you guys? Not Chinese.
It's called a bolo? Wait, what are we referencing? I missed. What was I talking about?
the
What happened?
tie?
Oh,
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. I'm like,
Sorry, we super got squirreled right there. We got squirreled big time.
yeah, I was back on Ron Flaw again. I'm trying to remember that.
Got posts and pics of your new trucks so I can get a better look. It'll also be in some of his upcoming videos.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to wait for the video.
Go, not got.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to wait for the video, kind of holding back some of the pictures. Really, I think the best picture I have is probably the thumbnail picture I put up. That's probably the best one. Although you probably won't be able to see that because YouTube always tries to like start playing the previews of the videos or whatever, so it doesn't stay on there. But Steadfast, if you go to my page, go click on my about, and then email me, and then I'll just email you all the pictures I have because I have like I don't know a bunch of different ones from different angles and different lighting. And my buddy just took a couple pictures, and he went over there to check out. He just was snooping around the back lot. And he found my truck, and he was taking pictures of them. And, yeah. So
of
anyway,
course,
so
Josh of all people would do that.
The funniest part was someone told him, "Hey, what are you doing back here?" He's like, "Oh, is this for sale?" He tried to totally play it off. So then the guy sat there. For like 30 minutes and tried to sell him on like buying a truck and like all the things. Yeah, and then we can do this. See how this guy did this to this. And so he was sitting there just letting the guy sit there and sell him the whole time. And so anyway, it was pretty funny.
Josh.
Pretty funny.
That's such a Josh thing to do.
But hey, does anyone else have any questions? Otherwise, we'll sign off. Because
me and Lucy
I feel like we've hit that point where everything calms down. But it did this once already. Everything kind of, no one commented for a while. And I was like, oh, okay, it's dying out. We'll probably hop up. And then a couple people hopped in, and it was like boom, 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 boom. We kept talking.
segment.
So, Steadfast. I'll email you in a bit. All right, cool. Cool.
That's me, Lucy. So what?
I'm going to make the Checker John. Right?
Trucker John?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a thing for Checker John.
You know what? He has a logo.
I know.
He was just looking for some
Merch.
some apparel that he was looking for. So you'll have to design like the actual clothing that he
I know.
puts on.
I'm gonna make the logo myself.
You're gonna tweak it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A Lucy thing to do. Guys, come on. This is the Maggie and Lucy segment.
I'll make you a skirt.
Yes,
with your logo right on the butt.
There you go.
All right. Hey, we're gonna sign off, everybody. Love you guys. Peace out. Lucy, you wanna hit the X again?
Yes.
No, don't exit
Bye, you
out.
guys.
So
See you
later.
later.
Everyone freeze.